I'm Sam Russell, and this is the first annual Chronicles podcast. I'm here with my co-hosts, Chris Marr.
Hi, everyone.
And Carl Heyerdahl.
Howdy.
Sam, just so you know, annual means yearly.
No, annual just means like you have many of them.
No.
It just means they're reoccurring. Okay, so let's start with our first section of the podcast.
Ask about everyone's day.
So, Chris, how was your day today?
My day was pretty good.
It's a Monday, December 7th.
It is a Monday. About to have my first beer of the day. Just opened it. This morning, I missed a meeting with a teacher because a mysterious car blocked our driveway. It was from Ontario.
And then there was something with a police officer.
Yeah, the car was there for about an hour, and then a police officer was also there for about an hour, but they kind of just rolled up and then abandoned their car as well. So I kind of thought they were dealing with it, but then when I went to examine their car, they weren't there. So in the end, I did not ever meet with that teacher, and then later I skipped a class.
Nice.
Also, we learned that person was from Cornell, but a really nice detail about the person. Their Cornell sticker was on their windshield, but they decided to put it on the tinted one, so no one could see it unless you get really close to the car.
So for you listeners out there, we are Ithaca college students, but we live on the Cornell University side of town. So there's a lot of Cornell people kind of hanging around doing their thing. So Carl, how was your day?
My day was pretty good. For some reason this semester I decided to make it so I have to get up at like 7 every day. Really bad idea. I like it once I'm awake, but like getting up is really hard. So I'm always like, all right, my alarm's going to go off at 7. I'm going to get out of bed immediately. I'm going to go take a shower. I'm going to do stuff. It's going to be great. My alarm goes off at 7. Didn't get up. Kind of waited some more. Fell asleep. Didn't set another alarm. Didn't take a shower this morning. Still haven't taken a shower in like 3 days. Keep forgetting. Yeah, my day was okay. I had a big project that I'm working on for a group. Really don't like group projects either. Really stressful.
Shout out to Carl's group if you're listening.
Yeah, you guys are great.
Carl doesn't like you.
Nope, I do. You're great. Don't like the project, but you guys are good.
Yeah, I had a similar issue to you. I don't have to get up early for class, but I usually get up early because of the sunlight coming through my window, but I recently put in new curtains, so that kind of has solved that problem. It's really nice.
You managed to get 2 of them?
Yeah.
Good.
And Sam, how was your day?
My day was pretty good. I woke up at the time I wanted to for like the first time all semester because of my new curtains, and I went to class, and as a class I don't frequently, I have in the past frequently forgotten to do the readings for the class, but today I did do the readings and was able to contribute a lot to the discussion, and it was a very interesting and engaging class. I learned a lot. And then I met up with my friend Tierney McTiernan, who is doing the sound design for my short film that I'm making this semester for my thesis.
And what's that called?
That's called Buckshot Presents Hard Waves. It'll be premiering in Park Auditorium at 7 p.m. on Saturday, December 12th. And then I went to my Writing for Video Games class with Professor Jack Bryant, where I saw a presentation about a video game that someone was pitching. And then I put up some posters for my thesis film, Buckshot Presents Hard Waves, which will be in Park Auditorium December 12th at 7 p.m. And then I came back here and made some dinner, and then we had a conversation about maybe doing our first annual Chronicles podcast, and here we are.
I also don't feel like I ever finished my day. I kind of just talked about waking up. So I'd love to roll back around to that really quick, kind of give a quick rundown of what I actually did today, because it made it sound like I did nothing.
Sorry, Carl.
But I did a lot. Got this cool new hoodie. Went to my favorite store, Narrative Spaces, downtown in the Commons. Shout out to them. Really cool people down there.
They have a
you can
cute
get their
dog.
haircut. They have a great dog. Lots of cool products.
Shout out to the dog.
Everything made in the U.S. or as close to as possible. Really great.
Everything
made right off the coast of the U.S.
As close to as possible is China in some cases.
Yeah, pretty much. No, it just means that like everybody that you have in the store is like U.S. based, and they source everything possible in the U.S.
Everyone who works in the store was made in the U.S.
Yeah, except for the dog.
The dog is from Canada.
Yeah.
Well, it's a nice gray hoodie.
I got a cool hoodie there to add to my other 4 gray hoodies.
Now,
really gotta have a variety.
If this was more of a kind of visually based podcast, you'd probably be able to see the hoodie.
It has. I could describe it though. It's kind of like a dark gray, closer to white than it is to black, but still very much in the gray. No, actually, it's kind of a darker gray.
Yeah, I would call it like a dark to medium gray.
Dark to medium gray. Yeah, I take that back about it being closer to white than to black.
It doesn't have a white logo though.
It's not quite
Mount
charcoal.
Hood, Oregon.
Yeah, there's a nice rectangle, nice long rectangle across the chest.
Kind of like vintage photo-y.
Yeah,
Really
of a
cool.
mountain, and it says Narrative Mountain Hood, Oregon.
Yeah, pretty cool. I did also go to some classes though, but I was actually had one class, the writing class with the group.
Yeah.
I also worked at PPEX, which stands for Park Portable Equipment Checkout Services and Center.
Shout out to PPEX.
Shout out to PPEX. I think I got the acronym wrong, but that's okay.
All right.
Yeah. I also had to deal with that car with Chris. That was really annoying.
So that's how everyone's days was.
Yeah, our day was okay.
So now let's talk about this week's topic, which is
New Star Wars.
So there's a new Star Wars coming out next.
There is.
Next Thursday night /
Next
Friday,
Thursday
or
night.
a week from this Thursday.
Yes.
Pretty excited about it.
I'm very excited about it.
I'm medium excited.
You're just medium excited? Why aren't you super
well,
excited?
Carl has never seen Star Wars.
No, I have. I've seen all the Star Wars movies. I have seen them. I remember them very well. I actually don't remember.
But why aren't you you don't
I'm
remember
medium
them?
excited because I remember them, but I kind of watched them all at once when I was like 13. I didn't really see them when they came out. They weren't really a huge part of my childhood.
No?
Yeah.
I saw the original trilogy when it came out.
I really liked them.
You weren't born yet. What year were you born? 94.
67.
1994. So you saw
93.
You saw Star Wars when you were 1 year old.
Yes.
You were born in 93.
93.
Okay. So you did not see the original.
I did not. That was a little white lie.
Chris is you can't see because it's not visual, but Chris is a white man. So Star Wars was not a part of your young childhood.
No. But I did enjoy them. I really like the movies, and I like movies as a concept. So I'm pretty excited to see this new one. But I don't think I have the same level of excitement as you guys.
Yeah.
I don't know as much about it.
Carl, I was a pretty nerdy kid, so I have a deep affection for Star Wars. I read a lot of the books.
Yeah,
I probably read the books more than I've seen the movies. I would say.
I'm just learning now that there are books actually.
Yeah,
Didn't know there were books.
Pretty great. It's called the EU, the Expanded Universe. But as of the new movie, it was all wiped clean. They are no longer canon.
Well, what was your favorite book, Star Wars? What's your favorite Star Wars book? Because I have not read any of them. Well, no, in elementary school, I read a very short children's book about young Boba Fett that is just it's just Star Wars Attack of the Clones, but from Boba Fett's point of view.
I don't know. I read them mostly in 5th grade, so they all kind of blur together. They're just kind of adventures. There's these characters, these alien invaders who come in the final book series. I think the one that takes place most after the movies. Mm-hmm. And they're pretty scary. They're called the Yvid Vong, and they have living ships, and they take over Coruscant and turn it into a living planet with a hive mind there.
Wow. And
they kill Chewbacca, which is heartbreaking.
Spoilers.
Yeah, he's the only character from the original trilogy that really gets killed off. And they're really scary. And that was a pretty cool one. And the way they defeated them, of course, was they kind of found peace with them. They used the Force to kind of find a balance. So that was a nice little story.
Carl, why are you locking my bedroom
Carl's
door?
locking us into the bedroom right now.
We're watching him lock the bedroom door.
You know that reminds me when you talk about those books. That actually it was a bigger part of my childhood than I originally said. I kind of forgot about the whole part where my friends and I would have all the companion books and Lego sets and draw characters for them all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But the weird part about that is I'd never seen any of the movies.
Oh.
But I just he had all this stuff. He had a bunch of Lego Star Wars things.
Yeah.
And he had all the companion books with the detailed character backstories and all the things the weapons and cultures of the universe.
Yeah.
And so I'd look through the book and I really enjoyed drawing as a kid. So we'd draw really realistic things, but I didn't know any of the story. I just knew the characters. I really enjoyed drawing Darth Maul actually. I thought he was pretty cool looking. Really tricky to draw his head. Yeah. Those little horns, really hard to draw as a 14-year-old.
I remember I went to an art camp one year and they made a print of Darth Maul.
That's it? That's the whole...
Yeah.
Okay. Well, should we
Cool.
talk about the new movie? Should we
Yeah,
do some
we-
predictions here?
Let's go around and say
Let's say
something.
let's Han and Leia, are they married? I'm saying no.
Yeah,
I'm gonna bet.
I think I'm gonna say no as well.
Yeah, I'm feeling like that.
I think it's gonna be. I don't know. I kind of hope no.
I kind of hope no as well.
It'd be more interesting.
But I really, from what we've seen, I kind of feel like they're not.
Who is Leo?
We just haven't
Leia.
seen.
Oh, Leia.
Chris, Carl loves Star Wars.
His favorite movie of all time. Die Hard fan here.
Who is Leia?
Yeah. Carl's a diehard fan. He's not a Star Wars fan.
No.
He likes the John McClane series. No, yeah. Well, in the marketing, we have not seen anything with Harrison Ford and Princess Leia
Yeah, we have.
in the same room.
No, he hugs her in that one.
Oh
shot.
yeah, there's one shot where they hug.
But
each
I think
other.
that's kind of like a reunion after a long time, is the way I'm reading it.
Oh, but like we've seen so little, how could we know?
Just because, like, why would she? He seems like he's like kind of on the borderlands, like, kind of just out there.
What if they're not married, but they still hang out a lot, and they're still kind of like sexual tension, flirtation, like
They're still having sex.
their relationship-
They're very clearly still having
their
sex.
relationship
They
has
never
not
got
developed.
married. That'd be cool.
Guys, I'm realizing I really don't actually know a lot about Star Wars or this movie coming out.
What do you think's gonna happen? If you
Yeah,
had to guess,
Carl, what's your prediction?
based on the trailer that you've seen, what do you
Okay.
think the movie is about? And is like, what do you think is gonna happen?
Okay, I think there's like a desert planet, and there's the girl who I kindly got you this poster of.
Yeah, there's
I
a poster on
saw
my
this poster in
wall.
Walmart, and I was like, Sam would love this. Bought it for him. Christmas spirit and everything. I'm getting into the gift giving season. Anyways, so there's a desert planet. There's this girl. Her name's something Rhea.
I think it's
Ray.
Ray.
Ray. Yeah, that's her. And there's also the what are they, droids? Is that what
Yeah.
they're called?
Yeah,
Not robots, droids.
The droids.
They are
Yeah,
robots.
so there's some new droids. We had C-3PO and R2-D2. Those were pretty cool guys. You know, those were fun to watch.
But what do you
Then we
think
had
the
a new
plot's gonna be?
Yeah, what do you think it's about?
one.
based
There's
on
some bad guys.
Okay.
They wear black. They have a mask that looks bad, in my opinion. Really bad production design and costume design on that one. I don't like it.
No.
But so, anyways, there's bad guys. Really, kind of feels like a World War II type situation, like kind of like a
like a war, but in space.
like there's a war. It's in space. Yes, I
among
forgot to
the
mention that.
stars.
Different planets. They have way more advanced technology than us. They can travel between planets. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, bad guy has a big army. This girl is on a sandy planet. Something bad happens. She's called to action. The call to action is that's a thing.
Yeah, the hero's journey.
Yeah,
the
maybe
hero's
she's
journey.
the hero of the movie. Based on the trailer, it seems like she's pretty important.
Mm-hmm.
There's a stormtrooper. We see his face. That's interesting and new. From my memory of the other movies, we didn't really see their faces.
True.
All right, so
he
far.
seems to be like a big character. Seems like maybe he defects, realizes the bad guy's a bad guy.
He does
I
seem.
don't know.
I mean, he seems shorter than Han Solo, but maybe taller than Rey.
True.
So I don't know about a big character, more of like a kind of
Medium.
medium.
Medium level character.
Okay.
Okay.
There seems to be a battle. Do they build another Death Star? I don't know. That's
Yeah,
a
on
big
the
question that's been
poster.
thrown around.
On the poster, we could see it because it's my desktop background.
Like that.
There, it does
That-
look like a Death Star.
My
type
opinion,
thing.
that'd be a really bad call. It didn't work out great from the first time.
or
Seems
the
like
second time.
Yeah, seems like a lot of waste of resources to build another one.
Okay, so we're running short on time here, so I want to move along the episode. So any last thoughts about the new Star Wars movie?
Any character deaths? Any?
Okay.
What's the guess?
I think it is possible that Han Solo will die.
I also think it is possible that Han Solo will die. We know that Luke doesn't die. We know that Captain Phasma doesn't die. I'd say Han Solo's in jeopardy. Kylo Ren might be in jeopardy.
You think they'll kill Kylo Ren in the first movie?
Well, we know Phasma doesn't die, and I can't
'Cause-
imagine that Snoke does.
because she's signed on for the next movie.
Yeah. So that would be those would be the two at least I would put in danger.
My guess is that guy.
Or maybe Chewbacca.
What if Chewbacca died? That'd be so sad.
Well, that's just because in the EU he dies.
What if they
Wow.
kill Chewbacca, Leia, and Han
Wow. The famous
in the
trilogy.
first 10 minutes?
And Leia admits she's been having an affair with Chewbacca for years.
Oh my god.
And Chewbacca
Amazing.
admits that he's been having an affair with Leia for years. They both admit, but separately, but they don't know the other.
And Chewbacca also admits he's been having an affair with Han for years.
Wow. Love triangle. Am I
Yeah,
right?
a lot of diversity right there.
My guess is that guy
That
from
just means they're
Girls.
cheating on each other. How's that diversity?
Well, have we seen any gay characters in the Star Wars universe yet?
oh yeah,
Ooh.
Yeah,
that's true.
that'd be Chewbacca and Han.
Yeah,
And have we seen
Well,
any
there-
infidelity in the Star Wars universe yet? I'd really bring it in.
Have we seen? I feel like
Listen,
we have seen infidelity.
Here's a question: are people who are infidels? Is that what we would call them?
Are people who are unfaithful infidels?
Unfaithful. Are people who are unfaithful represented well enough in movies?
I would
That's
say
a very large question.
Are
say yes.
unfaithful Wookiees represented enough in movies?
I would say yes.
Alright, and what's your prediction for
Who's gonna
character
die?
death?
Who's
I
gonna
think
die?
the guy, Adam Driver, the guy from Girls, I don't remember his name in that show, but I think he plays the bad guy.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's this guy.
Yeah, I think-
Kylo Ren with the black mask. and
yeah.
the red
I don't like
lightsaber.
his mask. I'll go on record with that.
You
You're on
have.
record.
But I think he might die,
Okay.
and I think that the little soccer ball droid might die.
Ooh, I hope they don't kill the little soccer ball
I
droid.
hope they kill.
It's so
I hope they kill all the droids. I hope
Yo,
C-3PO fucking
You remember?
dies.
Okay, the first time I saw the original Star Wars, I remember being really sad because they kill R2-D2 in that movie.
Oh yeah,
Does he
he
get
does
rebuilt?
kind of.
Yeah, they're
Well, he
just
comes
like
back at the end.
yeah, they kind of lower him down and he's fried to shit.
Oh,
and they're like,
yeah.
"Don't worry, we'll have him cleaned up." And I remember being a little kid and being like, "Whoa, that guy is fucked." So
All right,
sad.
should we move on to our
Okay,
final one?
okay.
We really are
On
running out
to
of time.
our final segment, which is
A funny scene from The Office US version.
So this is a section of the show where we go around
An
and
annual segment,
an
if you
annual
will.
segment, what have you, where we go around one person at a time and describe a funny scene from one of our collectively favorite shows, The Office, the
US version.
US version.
All right.
So
I can go first.
Chris
Okay.
will go first.
There's a scene where Creed is kind of eating an apple, and they're all kind of
God, I
betting
love
on
this scene.
stuff.
This is great. This is
And
great.
I can't remember who. I think Pam, or she's got like a potato, and she kind of turns to the camera and she's like, "We're gonna see if this potato," and she kind of holds it up, and she's like, "If we switch it out for the apple, if Creed will notice." So he kind of takes a bite of the apple, he puts it down. She kind of scurries on up, trades him out, puts down the potato, and then she's kind of scurries away, and then Creed picks up the potato, he takes a bite, he puts it back down, and then camera kind of pans over to all the people of the office, and some of them are like, "Oh," and some of them are like, "Oh, I screwed up," and then they kind of exchange money.
Yeah. Have you ever taken a bite of a raw potato before?
I don't
They're
know.
really hard.
It's really disgusting. Yeah.
I personally love the taste of raw potato, actually.
Really?
I think it's delicious.
Oh,
Whenever my
no.
parents were cooking soup as kids,
Mhm.
we'd always ask for pieces of raw potato, but they wouldn't give us too many.
Whoa.
We would always be crowding around the cutting board, like, please give us raw potato.
No. Oh, Creed. See, that's pretty funny because my scene was also a Creed scene. Should I change
Yeah,
it?
no, go for it.
No.
Let's
Okay.
hear it.
So my favorite one, I reference this one a lot because I think it's super funny. But Jim mentions that he lives by the quarry, and
Oh my
Creed
God,
says, "Hey man, you live by the quarry? I live by the quarry. We should hang out by the quarry sometime and throw things down there." And Jim says, "Absolutely, we should." Such a funny little Jim thing to say.
Very Jim.
And very Creed.
All right, Carl, you're up. Let's take it on home.
All right, guys. So as my roommates know, I'm a big fan of The Office. I recently finished my 6th or 7th rewatch of the entire 9 series. So I have a lot of favorite moments, but the one that's been kind of playing over in my mind after this recent rewatching is when Dwight is promoted interim manager and is really excited. As you know, he really wants to be the manager for a long time, and he finally gets it, and he really redoes the manager office in kind of a really ancient theme, big stone desk, a lot of guns, weapons. And he's really proud of this Beaumont Adams gun that he has. He has a little case. And the current CEO of the company is a woman named Jo Bennett. And
Played by
I don't know her name.
Bates.
Kathy Bates.
Yeah.
I was
Love
gonna
her
say-
character, side note. But anyway, so Dwight is really excited about this. And everyone's kind of adjusting to Dwight as the interim manager. And he's really proud of this gun. And his uncle, I believe, sends him a holster in the mail. And he gets really excited. He opens the package. He's like, "Oh my god, yes, this is what I wanted." So he starts wearing it. And he actually puts the gun in the holster. And
Bearing arms.
walks around with a loaded gun in the office. Pam gets really concerned. Dwight She's like, maybe you could put a banana or your cell phone. Dwight finds this really offensive, so he whips out the gun to show him how easy it is and actually accidentally shoots it near Andy. And Andy's eardrum is actually burst. Really not great, but the moment that I particularly like in that episode is when he calls the conference room meeting to kind of do a little damage control, and he's like, here's what we know. A gun did go off in the office. Was it fired by me? We don't know.
He tries to pretend.
He tries to pretend.
that
I don't
he
remember the
doesn't know
exact
that he
wording.
shot
I had it
it. That's
better in my
good.
head, but
That's
okay.
good.
No,
That
we
was-
were, I remember.
See,
the
we
episode.
only did a scene. You did a whole episode, which I think was very ambitious.
yeah, I do have favorite episodes.
That's a
I
good
believe
one.
that episode also has the moment that I was actually thinking of when I started the story, but got really distracted. Was where he calls Jim into his office, and now he's manager, so he's acting very important. He says, "Jim, no wait, can I call you James? Jimothy?" Jim's like, "Yeah, of course, call me Jimothy." He's like, "All right, Jimothy. No, I'm Jim. Are you cool with being called Jim?" Jim's like, "Of course, call me Jim." Really love that moment. I think it's great. That's really
pretty
what I wanted to
funny.
get at. That's the kernel of that.
All right, and that's all the time we have for today.
All
This
right.
has been a
Podcast.